Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. It's Friday morning. We are super excited to kick off the weekend with you. Our top stories today are the UAE-Pakistan friendship continues with a $10 million dollar investment. Let me just check that.
As well, Emirates flight kills flamingos during a Mumbai landing.
This analysis of the Dubai airports is simply spot on.
As well, a cinema in Dubai hosted a Garfield screening for cats.
So cute. Temperatures in Al Dhafra reached 47 degrees Celsius yesterday. I feel like we're on the big countdown to 50. Luckily, it's cooler by the coast. Temperatures in Dubai today should peak at 37 degrees, with humidity sitting at about 50%.
So,
you look nice today.
Thank you. So do you.
But you look like super nice. You look glam. And I think as soon as you came into the office, everyone commented the same.
Yeah.
And then you said... Something.
So, the dress might not look like it. It's from Shein. It looks like a 500 dirhams dress. And I have mentioned this to Masa because if she had it on her, I don't know, wish list.
She had it in the shopping cart.
Literally, but she didn't want to. She didn't want to buy it. She was like, "Oh my God, Farah, you're buying it. Fine, I'm not gonna buy it till you buy it, till you get it, and I'll see it on you, and then I'm gonna get it." And I'm like, Masa, it's really nice. I can tell. You know, after like a lot of shopping from Shein, I would say I've gotten the experience because I've gotten, you know, I feel like slaps back here and there.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens. You know, you order something and then you get something that you did not expect to get it. Something that's completely different. So yeah, it's from Shein.
And what I like is that you told me.
Yeah.
And it leads the question. So like you buy from Shein or you buy from somewhere that, you know, sells things not as expensive. And are you proud to tell people they're fake? Are you proud to tell people it's cheaper? Are you proud to say, hey, actually, I didn't spend as much money on this? And I think that there's quite a shift. So we put a poll up asking that question, are you proud of your fakes? And so far, 100% of the 53 people say no. It's their secret.
I mean,
they wouldn't say.
I don't know. But like for me, if I don't know about others, but I think this generation and this, like we live in a time where if someone is buying something that is cheaper, it's a show off. Like, hey, I got this for this much dirhams. Can you imagine? You know what I mean? Like, I would be ashamed to have spent more like 500 dirhams on this dress.
That's a trend I'm seeing. Apparently, it's a Gen Z trend.
Yeah.
But also, growing up in Ireland, we would never flash like, oh, this was expensive.
Yeah.
Like if you said, hey, I like your bag and it was Gucci, I'd be like, thanks. If you said, I like your bag and it was Shein, I'd be like, thanks, Shein. Or like our equivalent is Primark, which is pennies. And there's actually a saying that you'd say, thanks, pennies, because you're so proud. But like you would never, ever tell someone if it was expensive, because you would just be like, you don't want to gloat.
Yeah.
You don't want people to be like, how much money is she making? Because the real thing is so expensive.
That is true. However, in Syria, because like here I'm talking about cultures, you know how cultures treat things differently. In Syria, it's different. In Syria, we have this thing of like, it's better to come off as rich than to come off as poor. So if someone would ask you, oh, I love your outfit, you would see the lady be like, oh yeah, I got this from Guess, I got this from Dior, I got this, and it's like, come
Not
on,
true.
like stop talking, you know, like stop talking. Even if it's true, you know what I mean? It's like, it's either way, it's like they just like to show off because they like the image or the you know, yeah, the image of the fact that they are actually rich, and they would never show off if they are poor. I was telling you before the show, I have a friend who is, she's okay. She does good money. We both are doing well. It's fine. But she loves to live extravagantly. You know, she goes like, oh yeah, I got this from this place and from this place and for this much. It's like, we don't need to know. We don't care. We know that you cannot make that. Or you can't afford
Oh, so
that.
she's lying.
She could be. I don't want to say if she's lying. I don't know. She never says
you just
anything.
said she's lying.
Maybe she could be, which probably is the case. But you know what I mean. It's just like the culture. I would say like how people treat it differently. But I don't know as well. I feel like like all over. I have as well like on the contrary a friend who is very, very rich. She buys fakes and she is proud of it. And she tells us like, hey, I got this from Turkey. It's fake.
Turkey, yeah, we're not supporting the fake handbag market, which we know is so illegal. But dupes, for example, are not. Yes. And you see them on the high street. And I do think that there might be a shift. And it seems to be the Gen Z generation who are kind of like, why spend so much money on these 100%. Goods? Like, and it's more of a penny drop moment, or like, there's certainly a penny drop moment where you're thinking like that they're so expensive, and it's even the expensive goods, it's still fast fashion.
That is true.
Bags come in and out of season so regularly, shoes, jewelry, that you really ask yourself, is it worth the money? I don't think we should support the fake market in reality. I think because there isn't as much regulation into it, but high end is too expensive.
There are dupes. A lot of dupes, you know, around. And I was talking, by the way, about this with Masa yesterday on lunch, which was very funny. I was telling her that, you know, like, for example, like slippers. Why would I pay 3,000 dirhams for a slipper?
Oh, they're comfier.
No, they're not.
3,000 dirhams for slippers?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pricey.
It is.
No, you do have to have that conversation of quality over quantity, or quality over... Because if you're buying the fake shoes, like, they're not going to last that long.
But then you can buy them again if you want to change, if you get bored. Just don't buy fakes, you know, buy dupes. There are a lot of dupes all around.
What is not a dupe is our top story today. We are talking all about the UAE-Pakistan friendship. A $10 billion investment has been agreed. So Mohammed Shehbaz Sharif, the Prime Minister of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, arrived in Abu Dhabi on a working visit yesterday, and he sat with President His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan for a meeting that took place at Qasr Al Shati in Abu Dhabi.
Following the meeting, the President of Pakistan tweeted that he was honored to meet his dear brother, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, President of the UAE, and he is grateful for his warm hospitality and affection towards Pakistan and for the UAE's consistent support for Pakistan. He said that they agreed to continue working closely to further strengthen the brotherly and cooperative ties between Pakistan and the UAE.
The support mentioned is to the tune of $10 billion of investment, which the President noted afterwards is no handout. He thanked the brotherly nation for the investment and also invited the UAE President to visit Pakistan, an offer which he accepted, the statement said. There's a large population of Pakistanis here in the UAE.
That's true.
We also have some if you're watching now, we have sister websites over there. We have an office there, which is really cool. We have Lovin Karachi, Lovin Lahore, and Islo for Islamabad. So we love these kind of connecting stories to show, you know, countries in the region and beyond, the strong ties that the UAE has with such an important population in the UAE, which I think is always great to see. And if you live here, and for example, in this case, if you're from Pakistan and you see that strong friendship, it makes you feel more at home in a way, because you think, okay, these countries.
Yeah.
They have each other's backs rather than far off. So it's just nice to see the friendship solidified in such a consistent way.
I agree with you 100%. My sister has been to Karachi and she told me that it's a beautiful country and the people are as well beautiful. And they have, the UAE has given the opportunity for Pakistanis and a lot of other countries that they are, allies with to make it like home for them. And as you said, there is a high population of Pakistanis in the country and the region.
True. I think we all, as expats, feel at home, but then connections like this even solidify it further. Let's jump into our next story. This broke on our pages yesterday. It's a bit sad, to be honest.
It is. So Emirates flight kills flamingos during a Mumbai landing. So on Monday, May 20th, flight EK508 was landing at Mumbai airport when it struck a flock of flamingos that died upon impact. It's shocking, of course. So an Emirates spokesperson shared the following statement with Lovin Dubai. He said that Emirates can confirm that EK508 from Dubai to Mumbai on May 20 was involved in a bird strike incident upon landing.
They added on saying the aircraft landed safely and all passengers and crew disembarked without injury. However, sadly, a number of flamingos were lost and Emirates is of course cooperating with the authorities on the matter. The aircraft was also slightly damaged in the incident as a result, and return flight EK509 scheduled to depart to Dubai on May 20 was cancelled.
So this is my favorite part. All passengers and crew were accommodated overnight and a replacement aircraft was arranged for all passengers, which departed from Mumbai on May 21st at, of course, I would say maybe 9 p.m. local time. And Emirates, of course, said that the analysis of Dubai airport was, at that moment, was very spot on. And that's very sad with what happened.
It is very sad. I think the question is, why were they there? But can I just say that for all of the industries that we work in, can we just get a quick round, if anyone's watching on Instagram or TikTok, what do you think is the most difficult industry? And I genuinely believe it's air travel.
I agree.
There's a flock of flamingos on the ground in a different country, and then you have to manage the new. How do they have an extra plane? And then they, got that accommodation for them, and it's just a never-ending, difficult, sometimes tragic, extremely sensitive situations. We only get the top line stuff that makes the news, but we saw the London Singapore tragedy with the turbulence, which is getting worse, by the way, because of climate change, and the poor people in the airline industry, it's just constant. So I think if you like a stable job, it's just not the job for you, because it's just a tricky industry to be in, I think.
First of all, the first thing that I noticed with the story is the fact that, the compensation that they have provided for their crew at that moment, where they have given them, of course, a lot of a hotel. They provided them with a lot, which is very rare. And not only that, of course, it's the hardest job ever, and I can confirm that for you.
For crew or for just management control?
For the whole, as a whole, being working with airlines is so hard. For the pilot, to cabin crew, to the management, to the food and beverages, everything. My sister tells me horrific stories that happen with them on the daily, on the flight, right? And it's just honestly, it's hard and it's a lot of work. And of course, as you said, the fact that they were able to manage, I would say, another flight.
Yeah, it's constant crisis control. And so a massive shout out, I guess, to Emirates for this, but also it leads nicely into our next story. Because the swift, we're going to jump from airlines into airports, but the management of people is not easy, and this analysis of Dubai Airport is simply spot on. So no shade to other cities, and credit where credit is due. This analysis, or comparison, if you will, of Dubai airports and others around the world is simply spot on. A Dubai resident took to Twitter to share.
So Dima Al-Alami, author of course, 48 Stories of Palestine, who we have been grateful to have on our show before, posted on an Instagram post highlighting how no airport beats DXB.
That's right. And you know it if you've been through. It feels like home. She said, during the past 3 weeks, I've had the pleasure to travel to Europe and the US. And I have to say, nothing, absolutely nothing beats DXB Airport in terms of facilities and cleanliness, but most importantly, service and hospitality and the overall welcome that you get.
She goes on to talk about how pleasant the staff are, saying, of course, whether you're a tourist, resident, or even a citizen, the second you land in DXB, everyone you encounter is welcoming, smiling, and helpful, from the porters to the facilities, cleaners to the TSAs, and especially the border control officers.
And she is speaking facts. She's speaking facts.
I know.
You just go, it's the
smoothest.
The smooth.
That is true.
The smooth transportation. I remember there used to be videos that would go viral of landing in DXB, and you might remember them, you know, the people that would meet you and they'd smile at you, and it was just quite, it would be like nearly a wink you'd get as you arrive in. And I just think that we are a small country that welcomes, you know, it's the busiest airport in the world for international travel, which means people from all over the world come through. And, you know, there's plenty of things that could go wrong in terms of nationalities and things, but it doesn't happen.
That's true.
All you need to do is make sure that you got your paperwork clear and you're through, and the service is so smooth, and every single person is greeted with a smile, which I just think is a fair approach to the number of people coming through.
I agree. And not only that, you know, like I remember as I would travel with my family, I would be so used to the smooth transition in DXB airport, and I would go to the other airport of the other country. I'd be like, oh my God, that is so ghetto. I don't like this. I would freak out. Literally, I would freak out because, you know, we're so used to the smooth transactions.
We're spoiled. We're
we
so
are.
spoiled.
We
We're
really
spoiled
are.
with clean bathrooms. I just like, you know what I mean? It's
Everything.
the bathrooms. It's the biometric systems that they've got to get through. Like even when there's queues, they're so smoothly monitored. I remember, but it's been a change.
Yeah.
I remember when I first arrived, maybe 10 years ago, coming back, there was a backlog of people, and especially I'd always come in like the Sunday night before school the next day, and there'd be a big queue, and it would be at like 12 a.m. I know that still happens, but it's just a much quicker process.
Yeah.
And that's why, so like when you get off a plane now, you know that run that people kind of do. So you're getting off the plane and you're going from the plane to the security.
Okay.
And some people, like if you're with a family, you take it slow. But I don't know about you, but I'm like, because you want to get there quickly. Because once you get down that elevator, you used to see a huge sea of people. Right?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen anymore.
No.
That fear, it's still ingrained in you because you don't want to be sitting in the airport for an hour. You're waiting for that. Oh, is it going to be a sea? I have not seen a sea of people
in so long,
you know, floods aside.
But that is the power of Dubai. You know what? They keep on improving. And what we knew the airport was to be like years ago is not how it is right now. And that's like honestly the most beautiful thing ever.
Exactly.
And just like, I mean, at this point, you know, like flying or going for a trip, you know what I mean, going to the airport has become a trip itself. Honestly, I enjoy being in the airport. It's like...
So do I. I'm at 3 hours.
Oh, you go
in advance.
Earlier, yeah. Really?
Do you not?
No. I mean, I'm like, oh my God, where's my passport? Where are my things? I forgot this.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't see that in you. So if your flight's at 9, what time do you want to get there for?
8.
No.
7:30.
No.
7:30.
No, you're lying.
No,
you're actually lying.
No.
You can't be an hour before.
I mean, because it's very fast.
There's a queue?
I mean,
know it is fast.
I don't know. But the thing is,
I'm like 2.5.
I think maybe because like I've practiced it for so like maybe I'm just like used to it. And then, by the way, I'm never late.
I don't think you want... Guys, if you're going to the airport, how much time do you leave in arrivals in advance? Like how much time... She's saying Farah gives an hour. 3 hours early, Massa, me and your dad are similar wavelength.
I mean, I don't know.
You guys say 4 hours because you go to the lounge. Fancy.
I don't know.
No, Ali, that was a flex. You go 4 hours for the lounge. Nice. My first debit card that I got when I came to Abu Dhabi was an FIB debit card. It gets you into the Marhaba lounge. It's great.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Anyone watching on Cairo, when you go to the airport, how much time do you leave? When you go to the airport, how much time do you give in advance before your flight? 2 hours. Okay, two. You've got to give 2.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm there, like, if I have a flight at 9, I'd be there maybe 7:30. You know what I mean? But everything goes fast and smooth.
That stresses me out.
Yeah. I mean, look, I've traveled with my family. So it's like, I don't know, maybe because my dad just like knows what we're doing. So that's why.
I don't know.
But
I know I trust
in
in Dubai airport, but yet I still like to allow that time because I don't like the stress of like if anything happens. I just like to take my time and then get a coffee. Anyway, speaking of from anxious to soothing, we're talking about cats in cinemas.
This is the cutest thing I've ever seen. So a cinema in Dubai hosted a Garfield screening for cats. How adorable. I mean, imagine having a cinema night out with your cat. Tell me that wouldn't be the cutest thing ever. But put the word imagine aside because a cinema in Dubai hosted a unique screening of Garfield for cats and their owners to watch together, and that is goals.
It was perfect.
I see what you did there.
It was a perfect bonding experience for cats and their owners and a creative genius movie screening. Of course, it was super heartwarming. So we love your thoughts. I don't have a cat. Would your cat do well in this situation? Because I thought it looks super cute, but my assumption of cats is that they're very territorial. Look at him. So cute. They're very territorial. So can you imagine putting them all in the same place and expecting them to watch? And do cats watch TV with you?
I mean, I had a cat before.
Do they like that? Yeah.
She was like very like. I named her Simba. My mom gave her away.
Oh.
Just calling you out, Mama. But anyways, that's okay.
It's a family story that we might.
Yeah.
We might go into after the show.
We should. Yeah. We should. So she was very, I would say, like very quiet, very like homebody. You know, she would sit up. Be like watching my series. She would watch it with me. I don't think she understands. Of course she doesn't, but she was a baby. She was a small.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like,
but
yeah. So would she have come to watch
Garfield? I mean,
Garfield with you?
I mean, I have seen a cat in my cousin's community. I think years ago, and it looked exactly like Garfield, and that was stuck in my head. I would tell all the time. Her name is Mace. I tell her, Mace, you have Garfield in your community.
But would that? I just want to know if cats can go and be in the cinema with other cats. I've never seen a cat at the mall. I didn't even know that was allowed. Oh, this is fun. Holy.
So. That's nice.
Massa's coming to give us things that we can give away, and it's Charlotte Tilbury.
Oh my God, you guys! If you do not, I want to join.
Oh, I thought you were serious. Okay, so surprise giveaway on the show. Charlotte Tilbury loose.
Oh my God, you guys!
Holy
what
grail.
is this? Wait, can we have this?
So this is kind of unexpected. I just saw someone pop into the studio, give it to Massa, who gave it to us. But my understanding is, so Charlotte Tilbury has just dropped new perfumes in the region. She's got 6 varieties. This is one of them, Magic Energy. They're meant to inspire emotion. But
that's beautiful. Oh, I'm dying.
Because I am dying. We're going to give away the glow toner.
Yeah.
The big lip plump gasm. The magic eye rescue. Okay, but we need to give it to one of you because it's not for us. We're falling all over.
I mean, I am one of them.
One of you. Okay, yeah, but you can tag. Okay.
Exactly, I'm watching.
But there is rules that you actually can't win. But tag away because we like the engagement. Okay, if you want to get your hands on this Charlotte Tilbury loot, just drop a comment right now. Just send a love heart so we can see you. We will get, okay, some people are already saying, I want. Just drop any comment right now and then put a little love heart so we know it's for this prize. And we'll get it delivered to you later. So Massa will be screenshotting your answers furiously. What is your favorite Charlotte Tilbury product? Okay,
so I honestly love the foundation because it's very light and it's very like luminous. I love it so much. And as well, I love their lipstick, the Pillow Talk lipstick. Oh my God.
I actually haven't tried that.
It's so good. It's so good. And I tried, to get like a dupe for it. from Sephora, and I'd be like, no, that's not the color. The color of Charlotte Tilbury has a bit of pink, and this is too brown. I want and they'd be like, Farah, like, my mom would be like, oh my God.
You can't do
I know.
like makeup, perfumes. It's not possible, and that's why they're so like.
Guys, whoever gets this, I'm jealous.
Yeah, I love the is it the magic serum? I forgot that it's like the wand. It's amazing.
What do you have? Charlotte Tilbury? Do you use Charlotte Tilbury? What?
I have the powder and the. Why am I blanking on the?
This has been a talk.
Why am I blanking on the name? It's like the Holy Grail product.
Is it the?
It's going to upset me now.
Face mist?
No, it's the glow. It's you put it under foundation or you just use
the primer.
Oh.
Glow primer.
Ah.
Guys, help Casey.
Shout out to me, healthy glow. What is it called? Flawless filter.
Oh yeah. This is the one that I use, but I use it as a foundation.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's very light.
It's in its own world in terms of like no one else is doing something as good as it. But we really want to give these away to someone watching on the show. Okay, great. We see lots of comments coming through. Someone saying their favorite product is the setting spray. You know, I think while we have this opportunity, because we never get to talk about beauty, never get to talk about beauty. So, what is your favorite product that you just can't live without? Because I think we should share, and the more we share, and I'm glad, the more we share, the more we'll know. Like, what is your absolute thing that you can't live without?
Don't gatekeep, you guys. Do not gatekeep. You know, if you have honestly like an advice in beauty, go on.
What's
share.
the one that's in your makeup bag that you just can't leave the house without?
Back then, when I mascara. Yeah, mascara. What about you?
Genuinely, it's a flawless filter because I think everything else comes after skin. But if your skin and then foundation, I don't use as much obviously for work. But if your skin is looking glowy, it's all you need.
I know.
It's all you need.
I know. I agree. I mean, I would agree back then when I had a lot of like pimples, but then after treating them, I think I'm like good. Right now, I don't use them as much anymore. But I would never leave without mascara at all. Eyeshadow. I love it because I feel like, you know, like, I don't know, I feel like the eyes, you know, they make the whole look. And lip balm.
You're only allowed one, but okay, 3. Okay, so this is super fun. We're going to get these products to someone. We love that all your comments have come through. Massa is furiously screenshotting all of the answers, so we'll be able to announce it later on in the day. And then you will get your Charlotte Tilbury perfume, which, as we said, has just dropped, which is super exciting in the region. The Glow Toner, Pillow Talk Shade, Plump Gasm, and Rescue Eye Cream, and a Glow Multi-Glow. So amazing. 8:56, what a fabulous way to end the show talking about beauty. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we'll be back with you on Monday morning. Thank you, Farah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.